Today, I want to share a case study that every service-based CEO needs to hear, especially if you're growing fast. Because growth isn't the goal, having repeatable growth is. As always, I change my clients' names. So Jason owns a specialty construction company. And when we started working together, he had the most beautiful goals to hit 3.0 million in revenue by 2027, maintain a 15% net profit, and build a team who could sell, supervise, and deliver without him having to do any of the heavy lifting. Now, fast forward to today, he's hit his 12-month revenue goal in just over 10 months. He's tracking towards 2.5 million in annual revenue, and he's sitting at just over 20% in net profit. In other words, he's hitting his 3-year goal in 2 years with better profit than what he ever anticipated. Fast growth is not the win. Fast growth just exposes the truth. Because growth doesn't magically make you a stronger CEO. It simply makes every gap louder. So here's what actually surfaced for him. His entire sales process lived in his head. The new salesperson starts January 1st with no documented system. And his new supervisor had no clear leadership link. And Jason does what most high-achieving operators do. He tries to just work it out. He just pushes harder. He does more. He thinks more. He works more. And then he asked me a question that told me he was finally shifting into the true CEO mold. And the question was, what do I need to have in place to keep hitting these targets without burning out? And quite honestly, that's the moment where everything changes. So our call together wasn't about cheering or celebrating. It was about building the machine that could actually hold the growth. So we focused on 5 major levers. The profit versus revenue reality check. I asked him, what's better, 2.5 million at 20% or 3 million at 15%? He immediately got it. Profit beats top-line revenue every single time. Documenting the sales system. So we pulled the entire process out of his head. So we went lead to qualify, to estimate, to follow up, to close, to hand off. Templates, scripts, KPIs. And now his new salesman now has that absolutely clear runway. We defined a leadership lane for his supervisor. We defined the daily responsibilities, the weekly rhythms, the job costing, accountability, client communication. Everything a leader needs to own their role. Next, we looked at forecasting next year's overhead. If you grow fast without infrastructure, your business begins to outrun your capacity and your cash. Now he knows exactly what the next year requires in people, equipment, margin, and revenue. So what was the identity shift that he experienced? He went from operator to CEO. This was a big one. He realized he doesn't scale by doing more. He scales by reinforcing the systems that support him. So here's what that transformation looks like. He walked into that call as the high-performing operator, but he walked out as a CEO who finally understands his role within the business. His revenue isn't the story. His profit isn't even the story. The real story here is that he stopped building a business that depends on him. And he started a business that can grow because of the systems he put in place. That's the move every scaling CEO must make. So let me ask you what I asked Jason. Are you building growth or are you building repeatable growth? Because they are not the same thing. If you're scaling and noticing the cracks, that's feedback. And it's the exact moment to redesign your next level. So I invite you to go and grab my free CEO tools and start simplifying your business today. Explore the tool vault for deeper systems and structure. You can book a call for a one-to-one or done-for-you support if you're ready to install that level of architecture in your business in order for you to achieve the next level.